It's weird. It's really weird.
Hold up.
Hey guys, my name is Shelby Downey and welcome back or to my channel. If this is the first time you are seeing me, hello. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the different factors that can cause pain during a tattoo and what the different pains potentially could feel like to you. If you guys haven't seen my two videos about the least painful places and the most painful places for getting a tattoo, make sure you guys go check that out. I will leave pop-ups and I will also leave the links down below. So make sure you watch this video and then go check those two videos out. So in the previous videos, we have already kind of come to the conclusion that females deal and handle with tattoo pain and pain in general a lot better than males. It's actually scientifically proven that females experience pain more than males, but we're better at dealing with the pain than males are. So that's a fun fact for you. So one of the factors obviously is your gender. Another one is just if you can deal with pain or not. I feel like some females don't deal with the pain well and some males do. But in general, females do handle the pain better than males. Experience. So research has actually been done that kind of proves that the more tattoos you get, now this is so sad, the more tattoos you get, the more you feel pain. And I can 100% relate to this because when I started getting tattoos, I honestly thought it was a breeze. Like, it was so chill, didn't hurt much. I thought I was like real badass, like gangster, right? Now, guys, tattoos hurt so bad. I have 64 tattoos and the more I'm getting, the more sore it is. And that's because like tattoos are traumatic and your body remembers that trauma. So when you subject yourself more and more and more to that trauma, as soon as it starts to feel the tattoo pain, it remembers and it freaks out. So there's that. So get as many tattoos as you can per session because yeah, it gets sore the more you get tattoos. Just saying. But in general, it is proven that the more tattoos you have, the more susceptible you are to feeling pain, but you're also better at dealing with pain. So it's a catch-22, I guess. Your age and your weight. Now, this one, I feel like it's not a hard and fast definite. And I say that because I've had clients on both spectrums of like age and weight, and like in theory, the older you are and the older your skin, the more fragile your skin is and the more easier it is to bruise and like tear. So theoretically, it should be more sensitive, but I've also tattooed like elderly people and they were such troopers. Like, they said it wasn't sore. It was really hard to tattoo them because of the bruising and because of their skin being so fragile. It was just really hard to tattoo them, but they didn't like show the pain, if that makes sense. And then I've also like tattooed young people who have like really good skin, but they were real babies about it. So I wouldn't say this is like a definite like this is how it is, but in theory it plays a role, if that makes sense, because the younger you are, the more resilient your skin should be. So in theory, yeah. And the same with the weight, because the more weight you have, the more stretchy and like elastic and like just not tight your skin is. But then at the same time, if you're super skinny and have low like body fat, it's going to be super sore because of the vibration and not like feeling like it's going into your bones. So like I feel like there's it's not a science. I feel like this one is a theoretical, it should hurt or it shouldn't hurt, if that makes sense. Yeah. So now let's talk about what kind of pain you feel. So there's, it's so difficult to kind of explain to somebody that has never had a tattoo what tattooing feels like, because every person feels it differently. But at the same time, as soon as we're done tattooing that person and they leave, they can't remember the sensation. I can't tell you what that sensation feels like, and I've been tattooed countless times. It's because your body, it releases so many like endorphins and just adrenaline that at the time it's sore, but as soon as the pain stops, you can't remember what it felt like. And that's why it becomes addictive, is because you don't remember the pain. But when you're getting the tattoo, you're like, why am I doing this to myself again? And then afterwards you're like, amazing, I want another one. So it's hard to kind of sum up what it feels like. And there's a few like situations I feel that I can kind of compare it to something in terms of a cat scratch, a bee sting, somebody like scratching sunburn. There's a few different like comparisons, but it still doesn't sum up the pain properly. But here are just some of them, I guess. So the first one that is pretty common is a burning sensation. This pretty much results in when we're working in a area of your skin for a long time, or you have very sensitive skin and the skin just feels raw. It kind of feels like it's burning, pretty much. So it kind of has like a burny sensation, a dull or background pain. Now this is, I think, the best kind of pain to experience while you're getting tattooed, because you can feel it and it's annoying, but it's not overwhelming, and you can like push through it, if that makes sense. It's just kind of like uncomfortable and you want to kind of like hit the person's hand away, but like you can deal with the pain. I think that's the best kind of pain to experience while getting a tattoo. A scratching sensation. Now this one is probably the most common sensation to feel while getting a tattoo, is like a scratchy, sharp feeling. Hence me saying earlier about the cat scratch, because that's kind of like burny but scratchy, but more scratchy than burny, if that makes sense. And it's like the scratching isn't like super intense sometimes, but it's enough to get annoying and for you to start hurting. Sharp and stingy feeling. This is what I meant about the bee sting, because sometimes it's just like, oh, it hits you and you're just like, oh my gosh, what is happening? That's like that bee sting where it hurts really badly and you can like feel it really hurting and there's nothing you can do about it, but then all of a sudden it goes away. That's sometimes what happens too. And this is most commonly felt when we're using really thin and tiny needles, like a tiny grouping of needles, which I'm so sorry, because I feel like most of my clients experience this, because if you don't know, I specialize in like fine line and illustrative and like fine detail. So I use really few needles most of the time. So unfortunately, because that needle is so like saturated into the skin, that's the kind of feeling that you feel. So I'm sorry. Vibrating pain. This one is super common. I spoke about this one in my previous 2 videos about the painful and least painful places, is the vibrations, because the vibrations can be quite intense sometimes, where it actually feels like it's emulating pain, but it's actually just vibrational pulsing. It's weird. It's really weird. If you've ever had the back of your ears tattooed, or your elbow or your kneecap or anywhere really bony, or your fingers, you'll know. Like it's a weird vibrating pain. So strange. But yeah, I mean, again guys, I feel like pain is like subjective, and if you set your mind to it, you can zone out as like much as you can. Obviously there are times where your body just can't. And a great example is me getting my sternum tattoo done, because it got to the stage where it just got too intense and I didn't know how to deal with that pain. My body started crying. So I was literally lying there and the tears were just welling up and like streaming down my face. And like, it's normal for you to feel pain. Like, tattoos are sore. We're taking needles and stabbing you repeatedly, thousands of times a minute, and inserting a foreign substance into your skin. If you don't feel pain while getting a tattoo, I mean, that's incredible. But it's normal to feel pain, and you can figure out a way to kind of get through it. As I said, it's not like an excruciating pain. It's kind of more of an uncomfortable, irritating pain. Obviously, there are those spots that are sore and it is going to be painful, but it's not all tattoos. And if you go to somebody that, you know, you kind of get on with and you can chat to, or put your earphones in, watch a series, watch a movie, listen to loud music, whatever helps you like zone out and drain out that pain, do that 100%. But yeah guys, tattoos are they're not that scary. And a lot of the times, like when I've tattooed first timers, people always hype them up and be like, this is gonna be so sore, you're gonna die, you're gonna cry, you know. And as soon as I start, I'm like, so was it what you're expecting? 9 times out of 10 they say no, it's way less than what they were expecting. So don't hype yourself up too much about the pain. It is going to be sore, but it's bearable. It's not like you're taking a knife and cutting yourself. Like, that's not what it feels like. It's a weird sensation, but it's addictive and it's worth it. It is 100% worth it. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a thumbs up please, and make sure you subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of me and more videos, and I would really appreciate it. And make sure you go check me out on social media as well, on my personal account and my tattoo account. The links are down below. I would really appreciate it, and I will see you guys soon with a new video. Okay, bye.
Hold up.